What's going on? It's your boy CD Trades, and I'm going to talk to you my thought process on the trade that I'm currently in. I took it yesterday and I held it during the night, so I'm going to show you my trade. Okay. All right. So I have right here. I'm on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So right now I'm on the 1 hour time frame. As we know, this is resistance, right? The reason why it's resistance, every time when price went up here, it kept getting stopped, right? So as you guys can see, it got stopped here, got stopped here. Try to go past these two, and it just wicked down. And then it went down here. So if this is resistance that's on top, what is this going to be? This is going to be support. All right, so after support and resistance that I marked up, price is consolidating in between these two, right? But once price broke this, it showed me its hand, what it wants to do. Gold's been in a bullish momentum for a few months now, right? It's been going up, skyrocketing. And when price showed me this right here, guys, I immediately hesitated a little bit because I'm like, man, we've been going in an uptrend for a long time. This might just be, a fake move, manipulation to go down, just to go back up again, right? But I just continued watching it, and it showed me, okay, price went down here and then went back up. So this is the indication. Indication. Basically, the indication is showing me its hand, where it wants to go. All right, we're playing a card game, and by accident, the person next to me showed me their cards, so I know what cards they have. Right. So now, the next thing I see is the continuation. Right. I see the continuation right here. I'm sorry, the not okay. It's not that. I'm just typing it for now. All right. So after I saw the indication, I do not hop in a trade right away, right? Because price has to go where? It has to go and do its stairs. Basically, once it makes a move, it has to do the opposite of that move before it could continue. So the indication was to sell, right? Even though we've been in a bullish momentum for months now, 2 or 3 months, I waited for the correction. The correction is bullish because if we're bearish, the correction would be to be bullish. It's gonna go back up, right? As we saw the resistance, it didn't get come close to here and it went back down, right? So, guys, after it shows you its hand on the 1 hour, we're gonna go to the 15. So now we're on the 15-minute mark, right? Like I showed you guys before on the 1 hour, right? You see price go underneath the support, and then that's the indication, like I said, and then it went to do the correction. All right, after it shows you its hand on the indication, that's when you go on the lower time frame. I like the 15 minutes. So the 15 minutes shows me, all right, it's a correction. It kept doing higher high, right? It kept going higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? But it never broke the resistance. It never broke the swing high over here to give me another confirmation price does not want to go up there. So when price continued going down, right, and reverse to go down, I said, whoa, wait a minute, big fella, wait a minute, I gotta get in. So I got in here on this candle because a lot of times this past 2 weeks I've been missing the move because price just continue going down and there's no retrace, no second retrace, right? I like to get my entry as close as possible in this support area, right? As close as possible. Price went here, and it's an Asia session. I like to train in the most volatile session that we have is London and New York session, right? So I was confident enough that we were not going to break this swing high, right? Because we couldn't even break the resistance up here, and the indication shows that we were bearish, right? So when I got in here, this was my confirmation because price was going up, 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 and then it started breaking everything that it just created, right? This up momentum, right? This low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then out of nowhere, it broke that. So my entry, if I was paying attention, I was doing other things, taking care of my kid, I would have entered right here. Why? Because that's where my enter trigger is, right? My entry trigger is. So I need to make sure I enter here, but this time I didn't have the opportunity. So I was willing to go into a little bit drawdown because I was confident, right? I was 99.9%. We were not going to go above these highs, even though we've been bullish for months. So when I was sleeping, I was in drawdown, but I didn't see it because I was sleeping. And then when I woke up, I was in profit $1,800 and it's still going. My terminus is right here. Why is it right here, guys? Because this was another entry, or not entry, but this was another moment in time where we had resistance, we had support, right? And then it gave us an indication, and it gave us nothing for us to get into, right? It gave us a small correction with continuation, but this was hard to get into, right? But right here, I know, okay, price is willing to go there. So look what happened. Price went to it, went back up, couldn't break this high, and continue going down. So I'm confident right now that price is going to go below this, and now I'm up 1900, and I'm trying to aim for 2500, right? And I only have one contract because it's $100 per tick on this gold. I'm not using micros, I'm using minis. So that is the trade breakdown, right? You want to go in a higher time frame. For me, is the 1 hours. Do my support and resistance. Wait for my indication. Either it's gonna break the high or the low. Then wait for the opposite mood of that indication, the correction, right? Sometimes price might do a double indication. That means I just have to wait in my hands and wait for the correction, right? I can't just enter without the correction. So price is gonna give me an indication, might give me another indication, but once it gives me that correction and goes back to my support or resistance level, that's where my entry should be, guys. And then I just go back to the higher time frame to see, okay, where was that old low or that old higher high was, right? So that old lower low or that old higher high, I'm looking for those, and that's gonna be my terminus. That's gonna be my target, right? Because this is a very small move, I figured and I believe that we're gonna go further down into. So when I go to the 15 and I scroll down, that FEG, and right here another support and resistance, and we broke the resistance, and now we're going back to the old support, and that's where it's gonna be my terminus, guys. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, type that like and subscribe. See you again later, ninjas.